Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever episode of the Cedar Avenue Story. My name is John. I'm here with the main man himself. I'm here with Liam.
You know how it
And
goes, man.
this,
And
look,
today
this is
we're
going to
going to
be
introduce to you what our stories are about, what this club is about, and pretty much why we're doing this podcast. So listen in, enjoy, and we hope our stories will help you get through your darker days.
look, I couldn't put it any better myself. It's one of them where we've been bouncing this idea around for so long, and that the whole purpose is that we hope that our words can give you guys hope, and that you guys can find meaning in what we're saying, and hopefully one day you guys have the courage to speak up and tell your stories as well. But that's down the line. This is episode number 1. So for Mental Health Month that has just gone, we shared a few videos. We didn't have as many videos as we would have liked, but
Mm,
we shared a few videos of Cedar Avenue. Obviously, why I started it, why the guys joined, and what it does for our mental health. And I think this is the perfect opportunity to actually go into that a bit today. And again, it's like this is the start of our story. And
mm.
through the weeks, through the months, we will add to the story. We'll hear other people's stories. And hopefully, one day we'll hear your story as well to everyone that is listening. So I think for me, like I said in my video, I started Cedar Avenue because I wanted to give people something that I wish I had when I was at my worst times.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it might seem simple on paper, like where we started to where we are now. We started as just going over to a field on a Sunday afternoon or a Sunday evening, whatever, and literally having a kickabout to where we are now. Every Tuesday, we play a kickabout game. It might be 5-a-side, it might be 7-a-side, but we actually get
Mm.
together, a big group of us, and play football. And I, look, for me, I just hope it's made a difference to just one person,
Do you know what?
because I think,
Considering the sessions that we do on a Tuesday, when we look back on it as well, it's that 1 hour away from daily life, your the thoughts in your mind and everything else that's going on around you. You come to a session for an hour, you're kicking a ball, you're around your brothers. I can guarantee you, just from people that I've even spoken to, it's made a real difference. And you can, from when I've joined, to seeing some of the people that are now here and that I've also joined quite recently as well, you can see the difference.
I hope so. Like that's what it's always been about. And
Mm.
I think for me, it's like there's weeks, and I'll be honest, there's weeks where it gets to like 7 o'clock, and I'm like, you know what? I really don't want to leave the house today.
Mm.
But then I'm like, you know what? It'll do me good. And by 9 o'clock, when the session's finished, I'm like, so glad I went,
Mm.
because it might just be an hour of kicking a ball about. But like you say, we're with our brothers, and it's that hour that you don't realize how big of an impact just getting out and just forgetting all your worries for an hour, like how much of a weight that lifts.
Mhm.
So yeah, for me, it's been very beneficial. Like, as much as I want to do it for other people, because I look back and think I could have really done with that when I was at my lowest. It's like, it's selfishly, it is still very beneficial for me as well. Even
Mhm.
being out of the worst place, like, because you never know, like week by week, things can change. You can have great weeks, you can have really down, low weeks.
Mhm.
But for me, I look every single week. I look forward to Tuesday. Like, I get to see you, I get to see the boys, and it's like, yeah, that's that's my purpose. Is the 1 hour on a Tuesday night. And as mad as that sounds, that hour's life changing for me. Like, that hour's really
Mm.
saved my life sometimes.
Mhm. I mean, end of the day, you have to remember as well, like you are human. You're gonna feel those days where, do you know what? I can't be bothered to get out of my bed, or gets so close to the time I can't bother to go. But that's okay because a lot of people still feel like that if we have a bad day, that's it, determines our life. Our day's over. The week's ruined. The month's ruined. We can have bad moments.
Mm.
And we can still push through them. Once we remember the reasons why we are doing what we're doing, like you said, this is your purpose. And one thing that I will say that you're always going to be remembered for is your character. and your resilience. Because as you just said, there are times you don't even want to come to a session, but that resilience within you says, no, you're going, remember your purpose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I think that's it.
yeah, and you've changed, oh, how can I say it? You have changed more lives and you don't even know it.
And I think it's like, and like that means the world to me. Like I've always
Mm,
said, if I can just make a positive effect on just one person's life, then
mm,
I can go in the grave as a happy man. But it's like you said, and I think that's quite important to anyone that's listening and watching, that
mm,
you can have that bad day, but that bad day doesn't need to become a bad week, a bad life. Like a bad
mm.
day, that's fine, but get to midnight, you reset. The next day is
100%.
going to be better. And even if the
100%.
next day doesn't feel better, it always gets better. It's not the fact of, okay, I'm at this low point and that's it. Like it's
Mm,
always going to get better. It might take a while, but you got to find your purpose. And I think it's easy to sit here now and say that because over the 3 years that we've started Cedar,
mhm,
it's give me that purpose to go, you know what? Yeah, all right, cool. We started as a kickabout. And that for me was great to build it to where we are now. And even like outside of football, it was then what else can we do? Not everyone is happy leaving the house and happy to play football.
mhm,
And gaming was a big part of my life. It always has been. So
mm,
how can I get other people involved away from football and bring them in a different way? And that's where the gaming side come into it.
mhm,
Because again, when you don't want to leave the house, it is hard. You physically hard to leave the house. So you've got like I'm very lucky, I've worked to get what I've got so I can just jump online at any given moment and go, you know what, I'm gonna play this game for 5 minutes and just escape reality. And it's it's hard because it's so easy for me to sit here now because I'm not in that poor state of mind. But I
mm,
think it's important for everyone that's ever gonna hear this and see this that yeah, you might not be feeling like things are gonna get better, but you got to find that thing that's gonna make it better.
mhm.
It's tough.
It is, like I said, it's easy for, like, say, yourself or me to say that because we're not in that current state of mind. And I think when we talk about purpose, is people feel like they should have had a purpose decided for them in their 20s, very early 30s. People seem to forget you can fail in your 30s and still start again. You can fail in your 40s, you can still start again. Fail in your 50s, you can still start again. And we can both stand there and say we have had some interesting failures. But all those people that we see that are so successful, whether it's in acting, sports, um, in the world in itself, every single person had some sort of failure.
Mm.
Not one person sat back and was like, I don't get depressed, because they do. Everyone
Yeah,
has some sort of depression, and where a certain event will come along and it triggers a trauma, it will trigger their mental health, and then they start thinking the worst. When it comes down to that mode, no one's gonna start thinking, you know what, yeah, a bad day. Yeah, it's all right. Because it's difficult. Because a lot of people still feel like they have to have a purpose now when it's never too late. You're still growing, you're still evolving, you're still mentally, you are human. You can't expect yourself to be 100% every single day. You could be 80-20. You could be 50-50. You can be 30-70. Still okay, you
yeah,
know?
and you know what? I don't think I could put it any better as well. It's that thing of
Mm-hmm.
like, the way I look at it, as long as you're above ground, it's not too
Mm-hmm.
late. Like you
100%.
can you can turn it around. Like yeah, okay, today might not be good. The week might not be good. It might be a bad month. It might even be a bad year, but it doesn't mean it's a bad life.
Nah,
So
you're correct. You're
it's not
yourself
too late.
100%. 100%, man. It's never too late. And
No.
for what you've done when it comes to the football and also the gaming, I've been to gaming sessions, so I've seen the people that have been in it. And I've obviously heard stories from other people who are a part of that group. And I'm just like, you know what? Ron really was a bloody godsend, wasn't he? He really was. Because not only did he create a space for people to express themselves on a football pitch, their emotions more than anything else, enjoy laughter, have a great bond. You've given people another space to escape reality, and those same people look at you and think, "Thank you." That they're grateful for you. Football boys grateful for you. You know, you've got a real purpose here, and you're what you've done. What you have done. It's quite undescribable. I can't put the words together for it, but just understand this. A lot of people honestly are grateful for what you have did for them. You may not know it, but believe me, I've done my research. I know exactly who it is and what people have said. It's yeah, believe me, mate. They're grateful.
Nah, and that genuinely like does mean everything. Because yeah, like at the end of the day, as long as I can, and I'm not like it's not even just about me. It's the fact that we wouldn't be here if it
Mm,
wasn't for you guys as well. Because like, look at
mm,
this for example. We're sitting here now, yeah. Not once did I ever think, you know what helps someone, a podcast. It's like you guys coming and going, you know what, we should do this because this will help. And it's like, yeah,
mm,
cool, you know what? I completely agree.
mm,
Um, and as long as we are still able to help people and to give people that little bit of, or not even a little bit of hope, but give people that purpose, then how can we rest on that? You know what I mean? It's like
100%.
it wouldn't be right for us to rest on that when we as people have the power to help others.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And it's like a basic thing that we say every day. Being kind costs nothing. And
Yeah.
I've seen it, a lot of people have said it. They said, yeah, being kind is nothing. But a lot of those people are hypocrites. And that is alone triggers on more people than you've ever experienced. If you can't be kind, don't say nothing at all.
Mhm. Yeah, hundred
Because
percent.
too many people have said about mental health is this, mental health is important. But when they've said it, it's only when someone who's in the public eye has said something about mental health, and then everyone treats it like it's a trend. People forget mental health isn't a trend. Mental health is real. Mental health has killed God knows how many men alone as it is. Women, it's been an outrageous amount. This is why it's called the silent killer, because everyone wants to wait until it's too late before something is done.
Yeah,
And
nice.
I,
Bang
I
on.
believe, I believe through this, we're doing our part to make our stand.
I hope so. Like that's again. Like, I would happily sit here and do this with you week after week, month after month,
Mm,
to know that you know what, if one person just hears this and goes, actually, they're right. Like it will get
mm.
better. There is hope for me. Then you know what? I do it every day of the week because
100%.
you just don't know, and it's like the same on both sides. Like you don't know how powerful people's words are. Like people
Mm,
can negative words. Obviously, you live on that. Like people
mm,
that eats at you so much. But equally, sometimes it just takes a one right person to say the one right thing, and
mm,
it can be a godsend. Like funnily enough, I was saying to you, I sat after everyone went on Tuesday.
mhm,
I know us four were there, and then when you and Blake left, I sat with Jake
mm,
for about another half an hour. I sat there with him,
mhm,
and I don't know if the guy that I need to give credit to will ever hear this, but there was a guy when I was at my very lowest.
mhm,
He had a mental health, like he's a trained therapist, and he had a
mm,
mental health group. Started it all by himself, started from scratch, and I think if it wasn't for him, um, you don't know. Like it's one of them where I could say
mm,
I might not be here today, but
mhm,
equally, it's that as well that kind of gave me the fire to go. Okay, cool. He helped me with this. Now
mm,
it's my turn to help someone else, and you
mhm,
pass that on. Like a lot of people, when you think of the word domino effect, you
mhm,
just it can be a bad thing. Like one bad thing triggers a million others. But
mm,
equally, that guy helping me has allowed me, like, it's been a domino effect. I've been able to help other people, and other people have been able to, like, not only spread the word of what we're doing and get other people involved, but
Yeah.
have, like, just hopefully have been able to go on and help someone else, and that person's help. It just carried that on. Um, and that's kind of what I hope we can do with this, is that someone
Mm-hmm.
picks this up and goes, they're right. Everything they've said is spot on. I can help someone else because their words have helped me. So,
Mm-hmm.
yes, it's powerful. Like, it is a very powerful thing. But
Mm-hmm.
I think as easy as it is to take all of the bad things and let them dwell on you, you need to have that positive. Otherwise, you're,
Mm.
you're fighting a losing battle.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think one thing I've learned in myself to try and do is still doing actually and learning with is taking the bad stuff that's happened and looking at the lessons that went through it. Not just the lessons that I had to learn through it, but taking my own accountability for my own actions that led to certain incidents that have occurred in my life that have made me be like, oh, damn, is that what happened? And there are some things I don't even remember.
Mm,
And I've seen doctors, I've seen therapists, they say you need to heal and X, Y, and Z. But it's everything that's bad that happens. There's always some sort of silver lining lesson within it that we needed to see. Unfortunately, we can't see it at the time. We're blind to it because we're going through the emotions. Until you give it a moment of a think and see, what is the positive out of this matter? And you sit back for a while and you sit in those feelings, you think, you know what? Okay, there is some sort of positive. And it's hard because unless you're willing to do that work yourself, it's not going to work.
mm.
And
Yeah,
that's something
you're right.
that's something as genuine people in self, we should all be willing to hold ourselves accountable for things in our lives. We should be able to.
Yeah.
Yes, there are things that have happened that's made us upset, but what were the actions from yourself that could have like caused an incident to happen, if there was any, if there was, or
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
or what have you possibly done that's caused a reaction from someone else, and that's triggered your mental health at the same time? Are you accountable for that?
Mm,
And I do believe accountability definitely leads to a lot of mental health issues as well, and a lot of problems that happen in the world of today because, especially online, people aren't ready to hold themselves accountable. I don't understand why you're big grown adults and you don't know how to hold yourself accountable.
yeah.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense, please. Oh, mate.
I
Oh,
think you're right
build.
though. Like, it's so easy being behind the screen, like you say, and like people aren't accountable for what they say online because
Nah.
they're online. It's not. They treat online as a different like version of reality, but it's not. That's still you. You are still online.
Mm,
So why is it acceptable to say and do things online?
mm-hmm.
But yeah,
It's a weird
it's
one,
like
isn't
you
it?
whatever you do, and whether you do it in person or you do it over the internet, that's
Mm,
still you. That's still your actions. So
mm-hmm.
you have to stand accountable for that.
And I think what gets to me as well is when you've got creators who have big accounts
Mm,
and their posts reach a lot of people, I mean a
yeah,
lot of people. And they'll post certain types of things. And they know there are like young people that will watch what they post as well. And when something happens because someone's been triggered, they obviously say, like, well, that's not my business because I didn't tell them to watch it. And it's
yeah,
like I hear it, but at the same time, you gotta understand to yourself what you're posting can affect someone else.
100%. Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's why they're saying now there's a lot of young people who are taking their lives because of what they witness on social media. Don't get me wrong, it has its good moments, it has its good parts. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna say it's all bad. But people in general are feeling like when they're online, they're just playing a part.
mm,
Like social media is your life. If it gives you income, then fair dues. I've got nothing to say to you on that one. I mean, that's your
no
income.
facts.
That's your
Yeah,
source of income. All the best to you, and do you know what I mean? And there are people that post on there to escape. And then there are also people out there that post just because they want to pretend they're someone else. When reality, they're nowhere near that type of person.
No,
Real-
exactly.
Reality, they're becoming the person they think they are online.
Yeah.
It's it's a weird one, man. It's a
No,
weird one.
it's like putting on a front. But again, it's like they don't think that because they're posting it online that that's not their life. That they're trying to be that instead of what they are. And it's like, but
Mm,
you can't live on that. Like that is still you. Whether you are doing it in person or you're online, that's still you. That's your thing.
hmm.
And it's a weird one. And like you say, it's so easy to
Hmm.
sit there and go, social media is terrible. But
Yeah, 100%.
equally, like without social media, and I'm not saying this is gonna get fucking, it's not gonna get 1,000 views, but
You never know.
without having the social channels, we
Yeah.
wouldn't have the platform to A, do this, and to B,
Hmm.
push this to other people.
Oh,
So
100%. 100%.
it's like, I think if you're gonna, and again, it all comes back to what you said about accountability. If you're
Hmm.
gonna use it, then you have to be happy with the consequences or the
Hmm.
results of what you
Hmm.
are doing online with it.
Hmm.
So, for example, and again, I've not been a saint. I wouldn't say everything I've ever done, 100% a saint. That's a
Oh,
lie.
I know, I definitely ain't.
No, exactly.
I know I
And
definitely
there are
haven't.
things that I have probably upset people online,
Hmm. Hmm.
whether intentionally or not. But there's still that thing of that's my doing, and if I've upset people, I have to take that responsibility.
Mm.
So to counteract that as well, things like this that we want to use our platform, and again, we haven't got the biggest platform at all, but
Mm.
the one like the people that do discover us, we're
Hmm.
using our platform to do good, hopefully, and that not
Hmm.
only share our stories and our struggles, but hopefully to encourage people and to give people that hope that it does get better. It's not
Yeah, it
always
does.
gonna be bottom of the barrel.
It does. It does, man. I mean, end of the day, what you do with your life is completely up to you. In the
Mm.
what like in the world of in the world in person, in reality, or in social media, you're gonna be judged. Like we're doing this right now, we're gonna be judged for whatever reason. It's like, okay, you can judge, that's absolutely fine. You don't
Of
like
course.
it, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, yeah,
That doesn't bother us that if you don't resonate with it or don't like it, that's completely fine. It's not a bit of you. Okay, it's not for everyone. But are you gonna let judgment stop you from being who you are? Because that's the issue that I see a lot of nowadays that's
hmm
ruining a lot of people is who are you? You ask someone that question and they tell you some randomized answer. And
yeah, yeah,
then you look at them and say, no, no, who are you? I don't care.
yeah.
I don't want to know who you are socially or online. Who are you?
Yeah, and I think that's the thing because I don't think people genuinely know the answer to that.
Nah, because
And
too many
again,
people. It's a hard
like,
one because you're mentally as well. Like you are draining yourself, becoming
mm,
something you're not.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, you're
did
draining
that.
your own battery.
Yeah, I did that. I did that for Jesus, yeah, many years, trying to be something I'm really not. And I just
Mm,
think it led me to a path where, well, I'll be honest, if it wasn't for the interaction I had with whoever was behind the Instagram account, I don't know if it was you or Kieran, probably you. No, in my luck, it's probably you.
no, it was to be fair.
If it wasn't for the fact that the interaction invited me down to that first session and the interaction I had while I was sectioned, I can guarantee you this now, I would not be here today. I would not.
And
We wouldn't
again,
have this
social
podcast.
media.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We wouldn't have this podcast. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't even know who the hell you are. I would never have competed in any of your matches. I would never have met the people I've met through this.
yeah,
It's yeah. That's the thing. That's what I say. Sometimes social media is good for certain aspects, but it all
yeah,
depends on what is it that interests you more than anything else.
yeah, yeah. And I think like again, the first, not really into the future because it's the present, but like the
Mm,
more through the years we go, the more that like everything's coming online, everything's on social media. So
Mm,
it is very easy to get caught up in the bad side of things, but equally there are good things out there. Like I
100%.
I'll be honest, I will probably once my wrestling days are done, I'll probably come back off it again. But I came off Facebook for years because of it was just
Sorry?
all negative
Sorry?
stuff.
Sorry? Sorry? Once what days are done?
My wrestling days, once they're done, whew. You know, the only reason I come back on that was because of wrestling. Trust me. Like, it's a weird thing. Everything on wrestling,
You're never retiring. Don't give me that.
well, I nearly was this year, I can't even lie. But like everything in wrestling seems to be on Facebook. And I was like, oh, that's gonna hold me back because I'm not on Facebook. So I bit the bullet and I was like, you know what? I'll go back on Facebook. And I hate it. I hate Facebook with a passion.
What,
But
bait book?
it's just everything. Everything is on there. Like, and you know everyone's life. Everyone knows your life, even though you don't post nothing on there. Apparently, everyone knows what you're doing, and it's like,
But that's with any social media though. Depending on the kind of the way you're posting, people do believe they know who you
yeah,
are.
yeah,
They know you because of what you post. And it's like, but you don't.
no, exactly.
But
You probably
you don't.
seeing 1% of my life is online.
Yeah,
You
if
know,
that,
yeah,
if
exactly.
that.
Yeah,
That's what I love because even on my social media, people actually think they know me, but it's like, okay, what's my name?
yeah, yeah,
Um, 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 exactly.
yeah,
You can't
exactly
even tell
that.
me my own name. So
No,
how do you know who I am because of what I post?
no, exactly that. And like, okay, you see my name online. What did I do today? Where was I? 2:30 this afternoon. You know what I mean?
You was giving someone a suplex. I don't know.
I wished. I wished. I wish I could do like midday suplexes. Some people deserve it, but it's yeah, that, and I think that's a big thing as well. A lot of people get locked into social media and it's like, but they don't know you and you don't know them. That is
Mm-hmm.
just someone that you know online. Who people are online and who people are in person are night and day different. So
Oh,
different.
100%, 100%,
So
100%, mate.
yeah, it's just so easy to get lost in it. But
But again, we're doing this. We're gonna end up posting these things on social media.
oh yeah,
Our main goal is, if we can help at least one person, then we're happy. If we can get, I'm not excluding women from it because that would be rude of me to do such a thing. But the main priority in my head for this would be if more males would come out and speak out more, even if they don't even want to be on camera. That's
yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Of course it
But
is.
if you want to share your story, we want to hear it.
Yeah,
We want to hear it because I can guarantee you, with a lot of men that have had their problems, we've already been through it.
yeah.
Or
That's it.
or there's someone else that we know that's been through it and they can give the advice, or whatever they may want to say, they want to advise someone else that may want to speak out.
Yeah,
And again, as I said, I'm not excusing women from it because women's mental health is important too. So it goes for the women at the same time as well.
no,
I mean,
100%.
at the end of the day, mental health happens within anyone, male, female, child, teenager, adolescence. It happens with anyone, and we would love to hear as many voices as we can
Yeah,
because instead of being silent, we want to hear you. We want you to show this is a safe space. We want you to share your story. We want you to express what it's been like for you. How has your storms been? What did you do to prevent that storm staying in your life? The
yeah,
same way, what you could offer could be something someone just needed to hear in that moment without even realizing it.
yeah. That's it. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and I
So
think,
that,
like you say about hearing people's stories, and again, it's like I fully understand. Not everyone is comfortable to come out there and go, "This is what happened to me." But
hmm
equally, if we can sit here and not even tell our story, but if we can sit here and say this little thing
hmm
made the biggest difference in my life,
hmm
and then you build on that. So, like,
hmm
for example, like I said before, the guy that I owe probably my life to at the minute, I'll be honest, and
hmm
like has helped me get to this point now where I'm comfortable to help other people. Um, so, and that's without even sharing a word of my story yet. But
hmm
it's like that guy gave me the advice that got me through it and now has got
Mhm.
me here today.
Mhm.
So again, if you ever get comfortable, to anyone that hears this and sees this, get comfortable to tell your story. We have a platform for you. If you ever get comfortable to want to help give advice to what got you through things that people may not have thought of or heard of before, we have a
Mhm.
platform for you.
Mhm.
Just this, as much as it is for us to tell our story, is for you guys to be heard
Mhm.
and for you guys to listen.
Mhm.
And there's not really any like other way I can put it.
No, I
Just
agreed, man. I agree with
use
you.
us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what? Even if like, of course, we want people to come on the platform and talk to us, of course, but at the same time, I just want people to talk
Yeah, yeah.
because there is. I know people saying that. Oh yeah, let me just stay silent, etc. No, don't stay silent.
The worst
So the
thing.
longer you stay silent, the worse it will become.
Hmm.
You know, it will become a whole lot worse. And you know what? I'll give you my story as to what got me into joining Cedar, and what exactly happened during that time. Because, yeah. Anyways, so of course, like I said earlier, John, I must have been talking to you on the Instagram for those couple of weeks, and obviously you knew I was R and about. I didn't know if I was gonna do it. That
Mm,
was probably because around when did I join actually? 2024.
I think so.
Yeah, I joined in 2024. I came to a Cedar session that was in Romford.
Yeah, yeah.
By all means, my God, that was bloody nervous. I didn't expect so many people, but here we go. 2 years later, I'm still here. Don't ask me how. John ain't kicked me out yet. Don't ask me
Not
how he's
yet.
not, but obviously there's still time. But so obviously around that time, I was R and about it because at that time, 2023, I had personal shit being spread online, had my address given out, my phone number passed around, I had threats towards me, I had my flat kicked in and trashed. I lost my job because of all the stress that I was enduring during the time and lies that were told. Even to a point where someone said online that I don't see my daughter because I've got a DV case against my child's mother. Funny how someone said that and people believed it, but these are the same
Mm,
people that said they knew me because they saw my social media. I worked in a school. So please make that make sense.
yeah, exactly.
Alone,
Exactly that.
that alone, just make that one make sense. If I have a DV case against my child's mother, why am I allowed to work with vulnerable children?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why it makes me think when people, as soon as you say something that's online, people instantly believe it. I didn't even get a chance to say anything of my story. And that was bad enough. Until a day came where I went out one day, went for a walk, out of nowhere, I was jumped from behind, I was assaulted, and then I was raped. And that was it for me. That was it. I went back to alcohol and became a real bad alcoholic, started taking drugs just to numb whatever pain I had and go to sleep. And the problem that I had with the alcohol and the drugs, this was an issue that I had for pretty much half of my life. That stemmed from when I was 16. So it's like it's such an on and off thing that I've had. But this particular moment, it went worse and worse and worse. Got sectioned. That was the most horrible time of my flipping life. Having to sit in a hospital, knowing that you're in a mental health hospital because people didn't want to listen to what I was telling them. What can I say? It is what it is. And it was still during that time when I was still in contact with you. And a little while after that, you were saying to me, look, there's a session in Romford. I'm down if you're ready. And because I had no trust in absolutely no one, like I shut down all social medias, I cut off everything, I removed everyone from my social because I couldn't trust not one person.
Mm.
That was off TikTok. I deleted Facebook. Had to make a new Instagram. I deleted everything. Removed my shit off TikTok. And some weird reason, something was just telling me, Liam, go. Go to this session and you're not going to regret it. Here behold, I went to one session, got asked to play in a match the following week. I think it might have been or a couple of days later. Here behold, again, 2 years down the line, and I'm still here. I'm still attending sessions. I'm still participating in the fundraising events. I'm still helping out behind the scenes. I'm still doing what I can to help other people within our club. So if you if you was never in contact with me and you never made me feel like I could be reassured in a sense to say this would be a good opportunity for you, I will probably would have been still drowning within a bottle and drugs. That's how bad it was. Eventually, I ended up having to go to counseling or like AA or whatever it's called
Yeah.
for my addictions, and eventually got away from that. And I'm now, probably in June.
Hmm.
I'm currently now 6 months sober on both of them. So still a long way to go, but it's been really big progress.
And that's it. Like, it's such a credit to you as well. Like, because it's not easy to kick habits, not at all. There's so many
I wish it
people that
was.
listen to things and go, but just stop it. It's not that easy. Like,
Yeah, but it's the
it's
same
not.
way. In the
It's
same way
not.
when it comes to mental health, yeah, when someone's having a bad day, people just think it's easy to say, "Oh, don't worry, man, just smile." It's not that easy. People
Nah.
don't understand it, and I definitely believe there are people out there that will watch this and understand that when they hear something like that, it's like, "Oh my god, someone who understands, someone who realizes it," and it it's a hard one because I never told my story to one person when I joined, and
Yeah.
you guys never forced me to express anything mentally or my stories of that. But whenever there was a moment where I slipped off, there were people in the group that made sure I was good, and I will always be grateful and thankful for it. You know, um, so yeah, that was one of the worst times of my life that I've had to endure throughout living. To then coming into Cedar and, to be honest with you, experiencing some very interesting memories, I must admit. From either where we're playing in Canvey to Benfleet to Brentwood,
Yeah. All over.
Basildon. Basildon. We went to the very first game was what, Haybridge Swifts?
Yeah.
The very first game we ever played as a club. And yeah, Haybridge Swifts that was. That's where is that now? Or wherever it is.
Like Malden way. Like back in the
Yeah.
Malden way. Far. But
And throughout the time that I've seen this club, we've had people come, we've had people go. But one thing that's always stood within the club that I've always noticed is that mentally people have changed, and they've
yeah.
changed for a lot better.
I believe that as well. Like,
Yeah,
I do believe that.
people.
Um.
I've seen growth in people,
Yeah.
which has been quite refreshing to see.
Yeah. It is as well. It's like it is. There's times where it's so easy to sit there and just dwell on the bad things.
Mm,
Um, but then, I mean, like you say, and it's so easy to overlook it. But when you actually look back and think, you know what, that person's come a long way. We've seen that
mm,
person go from not nothing, but to go from like what you would see as such a low point in their life
mm,
to they're thriving now. And
mm,
again, that's not something that I know I can't personally sit there and go, oh yeah, that was because of us. But
mm,
even if we gave them that push in the right direction,
uh,
that's life changing.
mm.
So
And
yeah,
sometimes that's all someone needs. Sometimes is literally uh maybe just a push, but to know that someone believes in them.
yeah.
Just know one person believes in you. Sometimes could just be all that you need.
Yeah, and
You
that's
know,
strong as well. That
you
is
know,
very
and
strong. And again, I think
and
that's something that's so overlooked.
Mm,
because, like, again, this goes back to like you can dwell on the bad, but
mm,
you have to believe, and that other people we know from experience, but
mm.
it does get better. So
Yeah.
you have to believe that. You have to know that, but also know that regardless of how bad you think things are or how bad
Hmm.
things are at the minute, that
Hmm.
there are always people that believe in you.
Yeah, of course.
Um, like there's people that I've met. You're like prime example. I didn't know you outside of starting Cedar.
Mm,
That I couldn't imagine wouldn't be in my life now.
mm.
And it's that fact that we were strangers, but
Yeah.
we were though, like for real, we were
Yeah,
strangers.
yeah.
And it comes back to that social media thing. Like without Instagram, I'd have never met you. So,
One of the
but it's
good
that
parts.
thing. Yeah, exactly. Flipping a needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
But it's one of them where it's like you believed in what I was telling you,
Mm,
and I believed in you that you can overcome all this, like,
mm,
and that you come into one session will hopefully be the start of you like starting to believe again, because it is so hard to get to that point once you are that low. But
mm,
you just need one person, like, and I always tell whenever I'm streaming, it's prime example. I will get random people come into my stream, and as much as you get
mhm.
trolls, I'll get random
Of
people come
course.
into my stream that
Mhm,
will be like, oh, I'm having a bit of a rough day. And I will always say the same thing. I will say the same to you guys. I will say the same to people that come into my stream. And I'll say the same to anyone that's watching and listening.
mhm,
That as long as I've got the lungs in my breath, that you always have someone. Like,
mhm,
we might never be nothing more than strangers, but
mm,
I would happily sit there and listen to a stranger's stories and struggles than
mm.
to know that another person's gone far too
Yeah,
soon when it
yeah,
can be avoided.
exactly. And this is what I've always said to like people like yourself or any other boys, is that I'd rather you come to me. I don't care if it's 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Here you're struggling, than to be going to your funeral next week.
100%.
I would rather that.
Absolutely.
I'd rather lose sleep just so I know you can tell me what's going on than have to be wearing all black suit at your funeral the next week
Yeah.
because you felt like that was your only option. And that's a struggle that in this, to be honest, in this day and age, a lot of men do face
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
because social society has their image of what a man should be. And one of those things that they deem that a man should be is vulnerable. I mean, don't get me wrong, a
Yeah.
lot of people said, oh yeah, I love a man who's vulnerable, but then you'll use it against them.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll use it against
Exactly
them.
that.
So that doesn't, and don't get me wrong, it happens from men doing it to women as well. It's
Yeah,
not
of
okay.
course.
And men do it to men, women do it to women, do it to the opposite sex. It happens. But one thing that does annoy me that I've also noticed, and it's very hypocritical from a lot of people to say they think men should be able to express themselves or be vulnerable, was two examples actually, two celebs. Tyrese was crying his eyes out over his child. There was a
Hmm.
situation going on there that turned into a meme. Will Smith, his I don't know if his wife now, it might not be his wife at the moment. I think they're going divorce, whatever. But at the time, his wife, he was being disrespected by another comedian on a stage. We all saw this, and then he slapped him.
Yeah.
Another meme, and and they were both shamed for being vulnerable.
Hmm.
So how in the world are we? How in the world are you telling men to be? It's okay to be vulnerable in a social society, but then you turn them into a meme.
Yeah, exactly that.
You turn their vulnerability into a weapon.
Yeah.
You turn that weapon into something that's going to forever hold on to them. Actions are powerful. Words are something that's going to remain forever.
Yeah, 100%.
And people still
100.
don't realize, even to this day, people still haven't realized this year
Mm.
that what you can say to someone, they're going to remember for a long time.
Yeah, that's it.
It's, and this is why I say, like, where we have this, I've just been vulnerable expressing my story, the reasons why I come. I'm okay talking about that. Some people may not be okay talking about something like that. because it's quite what's the word? Quite distressing.
Mm.
It's a very hard topic to speak on. But for some other people, they may not find it hard. But there might be other topics where people might think, I want to speak on this. I want to express myself. I want to be vulnerable about this. Like it's okay to be vulnerable. Forget what social society tells you. If you want to open yourself up and say this, and this, you want to tell someone, this is what you done to make me upset. This is how it's made me feel. Do it.
Mm.
And if people are either going to use it as a weapon, I can't accept it, or I'm able to, I won't listen to you, then answer me this. Are they your people?
No
Are they
chance.
your people? We all become, it's just quite a factual saying, that we become the environment we're around. The
Hmm.
people you surround yourself with, you will become. Me personally, there are a certain few people in my life that I surround myself with, and there are reasons why they're in my life. They keep me grounded. They will hold me accountable. I can tell them something, but they're going to look at things from both sides.
Yeah.
They want to look at it just from my side. They will look from both sides. And they'll tell me, no, Liam, you're in the wrong for so and so.
Hmm.
They push me to be better. Mentally, oh my God, they elevate my mindset. They let me see life in a different way. What kind of people are good for you that you want around you? Set your boundaries. Be as open as you want. Don't be scared. And be vulnerable. Yeah, it can be scary, but it's better to let it out than to keep it hidden for so long till the one day it comes and then you will snap and then you will be seeing your anger and frustration as you are the worst person ever. And really, it's just the only way you can express how you're truly feeling.
Yeah.
It's, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
It is, and it's like I don't think I can actually add anything to that. Like, it's one of them where it's so easy to just sit there and let it build and bottle it up,
Mm,
but you're only gonna hurt yourself in the end. Because yeah,
yeah.
you're gonna hurt the ones around you, but
Mm,
your reaction to that defines you. Then, as much
yeah.
as it shouldn't, it does. That
Mm,
becomes you. You become the
mm-hmm,
one that they don't at this point. No one cares that you were struggling and that you bottled it up. You
mm,
become the one that eroded at everybody, exploded
mm-hmm,
on everyone.
mm-hmm.
They don't see the fact that, well, actually,
It's a
I've
cry
been
for help.
hurting inside. I've
Mm,
built this up. They care that you've lashed on all of them,
mm,
and then that defines you. Why let it get to that? Yeah, it's so easy to sit here now and say that, but
mm.
please believe me, don't get to that point that that's what just don't get to that point.
No, 100%.
It's
And
so
again,
easy.
it is. And the way that people have become now, and this is what I've noticed since we had lockdown and we've come out of lockdown, it's like morals, etc. have just gone absolutely backwards beyond
Yeah,
words.
100%.
I'm literally bamboozled by everything, the way people's characters are, intentions, everything's just bamboozled. It's like, how am I meant to express something to you? Oh, I'm busy. But whenever you want to express something to me, I'm always free to. But when I need you,
Mhm.
when you at? I'm ringing you. Oh, I can't right now. I'm busy. Sometimes it's crazy because sometimes someone could just say to you, "Oh, can we meet for a coffee?" And you might think that's a bit out of the unordinary. One message could be because they are struggling and they
Mm.
need you. They need you. They need to express that. They just need that time to escape. And a cry for help can be seen in so many ways that a lot of people ignore
Yeah,
because their social society deems them to be, oh no, well, it's about me, 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 me. I'm going to be selfish, me, 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 me. And sometimes it's good to be selfish, but other times, when you really care about someone, you love someone, you want to be there for them. You would
yeah,
want to make sure they're good. Don't wait for someone who's in the public eye to say, mental health matters, guys. Make sure you're checking your loved ones before you act and do something. Before you start thinking it's a flipping trend. Because then the next minute, your friend's gone, your parents gone, your auntie's gone, your cousin's gone, whoever it could be, any they're gone. Why is that? Because you didn't listen. They couldn't come to you. They felt like they had no one to talk to. Oh mate.
Yeah,
Oh
why do we let it get to
mate.
that? Why do we let it get to that? Like, just be, and I do not struggle with this, but I could sit here and go, oh yeah, be there for someone. I know I could be better at this as well. I'm not
Mm.
ever gonna sit here and go, yeah, I'm perfect at everything, because that's so far from the truth.
Yeah, of
But
course.
just, if someone reaches out to you, be that, be there, just be there.
Mm,
Like,
mm,
you might be busy, but take five.
yeah,
Take five. The 5 minutes might change their life.
100%. 100%, mate. I think that's something that's an issue I've had to look at as well because just through my TikTok, I became a page that when people have randomly messaged me before and just opened up because they felt like my page was a safe space, and that I'm always grateful for.
Mm.
And sometimes after that, I would do a check in, and sometimes I'll be ignored. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
no problem, that's fine. And then there's people who are so cool, want to be in my life, but then they make no effort to it.
Hmm.
And I was the one that always did the check-ins. How are you? And sometimes I just keep thinking to myself, you know what, Liam? You're doing this for everyone else, but who does it for you?
Yeah.
Who really would care if you stopped posting online? Who would care if you died tomorrow? Who would care if you was in a hospital bed? Who would care that you had to have surgery and it's life-changing?
Hmm.
Who would care if you was dead broke and homeless? None of these people online would care.
Nah.
And that's where I had to take a big, not, not say step back from anyone that would open up to me, but I take a step back from being the person that checks in on everyone else as I always did. Because a lot of times, like I said, I get ignored and I just think, all right, no bothers, you know what? I truly hope everything's going all right with you.
Yeah.
Because like I always say, people can post online and they can make sure they're happy and well, it happens, But my thing has always been, how are you behind that screen?
Mm.
Because I can see you online looking happy and that, reply, like you can respond to people, you could be all excited with replies, but are you actually okay?
Yeah, yeah.
You can ask someone, "Are you okay?" And 9 times out of 10, no one's gonna tell you the truth.
No, of course not. Especially behind the screen.
Yeah, no one's
Like,
gonna. If even in person though, even in person
oh
sometimes,
yeah.
because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there could be a day I could see you and be like, "Oh, John, how you doing? Are you okay?" You might be like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm good, I'm good." And I'll be like, "Okay." I've been looking at you and thinking, John, what's the truth?
Mm.
Because I've done this. I'm not gonna deny. I've done it plenty of times, and I'm sure there's other people who've done it where someone would ask us, "How are you?" and we can't tell them the truth. Because one part of our brain is saying, this is what's going on, da, 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 and the other part's just saying, no, I'm okay. We've got to snap out of it, man. We've got to snap out of that.
Yeah.
It's difficult. And I think, like, even myself, that's something I'm learning to do. I hold myself accountable in the fact that I've lied God knows how many times, say, yeah, I'm great. Then really, in my head, freaking drowning within a bottle of alcohol, or laying in a ditch somewhere. I'm not okay. Just was
No.
never willing to admit it.
Yeah. And
Uh,
I think you bang on. Like, we've just got to change that.
mm,
There's, I think if someone, and again, it's one of them where people can ask you, and like you say, you can just go, yeah, I'm sweet.
mm,
Because you don't want to feel that you're burdening them.
mm,
But I think we need to change that. If someone's
mm-hmm,
taking the time to ask you, are you okay? Just not you don't have to unload and go, well, actually, this, and this, and just say, actually, you know what? I'm not doing too great, but thank you for checking in. And
mm-hmm.
like, just it is okay. It's so cliche to the point that I hate it, but it's
Mm,
okay not to be okay.
mm-hmm.
So don't ever be ashamed to not be okay. Like, don't ever be
100%.
ashamed that you're suffering. If someone's
100%.
asking you, don't feel guilty that you're gonna burden them. They're asking
Mm,
you because they care. So
mm.
just speak up. Like,
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's another thing as well. We got to defer between the two because you sometimes, I will admit, you will get people who will ask you, how are you doing, just to be bloody nosy, or
yeah,
to then say, oh, yeah, you know what, this is going on, this is going on. They don't even care what's going on in your life. They just want to offload to you.
mm,
But then there is always going to be that one or two people that will turn around to you and say, no, how are you? Trust your gut instinct when when they ask you this question because they actually care. They're not doing it because they want to tell you about their life or they want to tell you their problems. They're doing it because they want to know if you're good. And it's back to the cliche about being a burden. That's how we've all thought. We've all thought to ourselves, we don't want to be a burden to whoever's asking us. And we definitely have to stop doing it, man. It's, yeah,
it's a tough one, but I think one day at a time, like it's one step at a time, that
100%, man.
will change our ways.
100%.
We will change our
Well,
ways.
you know what? You know what, John? I feel like today has been a very interesting episode.
Yeah, trust. What a way to
This
kick it
thing
off.
is what a way to kick off. This one got very some depth to it. I must admit.
Yeah. But I think that's the beauty of what we're doing. Like,
Mm.
we could sit there and go, right, okay, Liam, today we're gonna talk about X, Y, and Z, and we'll go X1, that Z12. Like, the beauty of mental health is that it's not 1, 2, 3, and it will
I know.
never be 1, 2, 3.
No.
It will be, okay. Well, I'll start here, work around the houses,
Yeah.
but again, it's that thing of we're talking. I'm hoping other people will be encouraged to talk.
Mhm.
And if not, or no, not if not, and if so, we will definitely listen.
100%.
So if you want to talk, we have a platform. If
Hundred
you want to
percent.
listen, we will talk to you.
Breed.
And yeah, like, let's let's get rid of this stigma that mental health. Yes, of course, it's a bad thing. It's never not going to be a bad thing, but
Yeah.
it's not something to be ashamed of.
Mhm.
We're all
God.
human. We will
Mhm.
all struggle at some point in this life. We are never going to be born and
Mhm.
get to our deathbed and go, you know what? Life was perfect, because it's not. We don't live in
Yeah.
fantasy land.
Yeah.
We live in the
Yeah.
real world, and real world is tough,
Mhm.
but don't be ashamed of that.
100%. So, John, as at every episode, this is a question that's going to be asked. So I'm now going to ask you this question.
Go on then.
For anyone that is watching, what is one piece of advice you could give them to help them on their day? And I'll put you on the spot. I'm sorry, but it's a question
Nah,
that's going to be
it's a
asked.
good question though, and I
It's
love
a
it.
question. It's a question that's going to be asked. I know you're on the spot, but it will be being asked
No,
every
I love it.
week, every
No, I
month,
love it though, because
whenever.
I think it's important. I think if I could ever give, I will go. Actually, you know what? I'll go right back to the very beginning. The first bit
Mhm.
of advice I got
Mhm.
when I was at my lowest and I was like first went to that therapy session. It's a really, looking back on it, it's the most simple bit of advice ever, but it actually
Mhm.
changed my life. If I could give someone one bit of advice, I would say make time
Mhm.
to do something that you enjoy.
Mhm.
Stop dwelling on how bad things are.
Mhm.
Give your, even if it's an hour,
Mhm.
make yourself that hour a week to go, you know what? My 7 days a week
Mhm.
is on life. This 1 hour of my week is on
Mhm.
me.
Mhm.
Give yourself that hour and just ride with it. Now let me flip it on you.
I like that. No problem. So, if you're living within the London and Essex areas and you're watching this, as you can see right now, it's actually currently pissing down with rain. But it resonates with what I'm about to say. Just like the rain, every storm is temporary, just like in life. Every bad day is temporary. Every single time the storm comes, it goes. So why are you gonna sit there and let one bad moment define your whole day? Things are temporary. Doesn't mean that's to last forever.
Yeah, I love that. I actually love that. I think that's like the best way to wrap that up. I genuinely think there's no better way we can wrap that up.
Well,
Um,
here we are at the Cedar Avenue Story.
Love
I
it.
mean, so, well, John, we get start planning for the next episode, boy.
Yeah, I know. Jeez, it's again. I think this is the beauty that it doesn't take much planning. We have
Nah.
the most like in-depth topic for a podcast anyone could ever ask for, because mental health is forever. It's
Mm-hmm.
never gonna go away, and it's always gonna be things that we have probably got now between us a
Mm.
lifetime of advice we could give people, and we're only gonna ever build on that.
100%. And there's probably people that can give us advice, and we can sit there and be
Exactly.
like,
And that's the beauty
"Ooh,
of this.
ooh, like
You
yeah,
know
you said
what?
okay, okay."
Yeah. As much as we can sit here and go, right, current time, we're in a great
Mm-hmm.
place.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that we're going to wake up in the morning and be in a great place. And there's
Yeah, it's
going to be
true.
things that we've tried
Mm-hmm.
that will help other people, and other people are equally going to be able to help us.
Mm-hmm.
So, look,
100%.
we have this platform to tell our story.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to tell yours as well.
On that note, we'll see you at the next episode, guys.
Love it.
Signing out.